There's something loose in our garden. Hi, and welcome to the Garden Fix. I'm Rob, and I'm in Zone 6B, Western Pennsylvania. Well, today I'm standing by something that is in fact loose. It is loosestrife, and this particular variety is called Firecracker, and it's a fringed loosestrife. Firecracker loosestrife is a fantastic variety. It has uniquely burgundy colored leaves that come up, and at the ends of the stems, about this time of year, which is the beginning of summer, you start to see these clusters of flowers that it has, these little yellow clusters. They form these yellow cup-shaped, 5-petaled, small little dainty flowers at the end. Now the flower clusters at the very ends grow in kind of a weeping habit, which is kind of like a Lenten rose actually, but they're so much smaller and they're actually very cute. They do attract a lot of pollinators and butterflies. Firecracker loosestrife is a native plant to North America and is hardy from zones 3 to 8. It grows to about 2 to 3 feet tall. It is a deciduous plant, so it won't be around during winter, but it'll come back strong again in spring. That brings us to how strong it does come back. So it grows in a clumping form, and it does spread underground through its rhizomes. So in other words, it runs at the root, which scares a lot of people. I will tell you though, it is pretty easy to control. We've had it on this border, and I do think that is a key, is to have it someplace where you can control it. So I don't think this plant is made for everyone. If you know anything about our garden, we like to mix up the foliage and the colors, and you can see we have sunshine ligustrum, this bold yellow right in front of the loosestrife, and we have our Japanese maple back there, and behind the loosestrife straight ahead we have yellow twig dogwood. So lots of textures and different colors, and this goes from yellow to a burgundy to a deeper burgundy, and the yellow kind of leads you along this path into the next little garden area that we have. If you want to let a plant run wild, this is a great plant for that. If you've got like a hillside that's in part shade, this will in no time spread its rhizomes, and it's easy to divide. You just dig a shovel through it, pull up the rhizomes and put them someplace else, as long as the soil is damp and well drained. Now this particular stalk is probably about 2.5, 3 feet tall, and when it rains, it can flop a bit. So if you don't want that to happen, you can see all the shoots coming out of here. You can cut this down to the lowest shoot if you want to. Like for example, just take some snips, do a nice cut, and this will produce flowers for you, and it'll be a bushier type of plant. But getting back to the placement, I would suggest that if you're not a person that is going to watch their garden, you just want to plant stuff and then sit back on your porch and watch things happen and never do anything, then this is not the plant for you. But if you are maybe once a week or once a month going through your garden and weeding and taking a look at things, it's easy to see where the rhizomes have spread and a new shoot has popped up. So just dig it out or pull it out. I usually pull it out by hand. A lot of times they're growing on this path, and it's easy for me to just pull them out. I do think that's why planting them on a border is a good idea if you don't want them to spread very much. So they can be pretty vigorous and even invasive if you're not paying any attention to it. But we're gardeners and we should be paying attention to them, right? So Firecracker loosestrife, which I think is kind of a tongue twister. Try saying that 3 times real fast. But anyway, Firecracker loosestrife is deer resistant and rabbit resistant. All right, guys, that's all I have for you. Thank you for joining me. Please subscribe, like, comment, follow us on Instagram, all that stuff. And if you have any suggestions for anything you'd like to see, any particular plant you'd like to hear more about, just there's an email in the description below. Just send an email to me. So on that note, don't forget, the earth is a canvas. Go out and paint it.